me, whether you're watching live or the replay, say, I could hear you, Coach Cass. I can hear you, right? So, for you who don't know, I'm Jamaican. Anybody here from Jamaica? Where are you tuning in from? I want to know where it is that you're tuning in from. Show some love, drop some hearts. How you guys doing? So, recently I posted in our free Facebook group, The Successful Single Women, what is your biggest fear when it comes to love? And many of the ladies said, will he love me back? Right? Like, I'm going to pour out all of this love, but will he love me back? Have you ever had this fear? I want you to put a yes in the chat. If you've ever had this fear, like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do this again because I don't want my heart stomped on. I don't want to be taken advantage of. Like, I don't know if this is going to work out for me, Coach Cass. I get it. I get it. And it brings me to this Beres Hammond tune that goes, she loves me now. Hey, something, 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 something. How many of y'all love some songs but never know the words to them? Not only am I the president, I'm also a client. If you don't know who I am, I'm Coach Cass, America's go-to love doctor. I am a love coach, the love coach, where I really support busy professional women in their journey to love and beyond, right? So it's not just about catching a man, but how do we thrive in the relationship that we decide is for us and understand that I am not perfect, right? So there's some days me and my husband get on each other's nerves, and there's some days that we love each other. But the thing is that we've chosen and have become resolute about doing this thing called life. And what I realize is that we expect love to be like a microwave type of situation. And we often will look at other people's highlight reels as fact. Many people saw Easter pictures, and actually, we were good on Easter, but I'm just saying in general, you see the Easter picture and you will say, oh my gosh, they're color coordinated, these amazing outfits. Everybody wore lavender. They have the perfect life. Why don't I have the perfect life? And we get in this less than position. Ladies, I'm going to say, stop it, right? Stop it right now. I need you to stop it. I want you to start to think about you, right? Let's get a little selfish in this situation. And if you don't see, scrolling down below, we have the Success in Love Summit coming up this Saturday. Yes, so this is the number one virtual event for busy professional women who desire real love. So I invite you to go ahead and get your ticket while we still have the special happening. There's a good special happening that you want to cop before it goes away. And we also have VIP. Okay. So that's successinlovesummit.com. So when we start to think about, will he love me? Will he love me back? That's a real question. I don't know, Coach Cass. I'm not sure if he will love me for who I am. Sometimes that's just the risk we have to take. I was talking to a client earlier today. So she's with a guy or been dating a guy, and she finds that this guy will be hot and heavy and then go missing, and then hot and heavy and then go missing. You ever had that experience where, wow, everything's going good, and then the guy just goes for a couple days and then comes back like nothing ever happened? Sir, this is not okay. So when she asked him about it, he said, I have a fear of commitment. Okay. All right, so that's something real. That's something real, and we are excited that you at least admitted to it, sir. But when we want to talk it through, and you're not available to talk it through, we might just be moving on. Here's the thing: when you talk about will he love me back, love is something that often takes time to build. Like, yeah, we love all people, all humans, but when we talk about romantic love, that's something that builds over time. So that's something that you can gauge. Now, I know there's a hot show out called The Ultimatum, should he stay or should he go, and all these things. But the real question is that all of that builds over time. So if it comes to a place where you need an ultimatum in your relationship, more than likely you guys have not been building this thing right, and you guys have not gotten the love deck, the 60 questions to ask before choosing the one. So I invite you to start to look at your relationships as building a wall. And I'll use the Will Smith book, even though I don't know how I feel about the whole Oscar situation, but in his book, he spoke about building a wall. His dad had him and his brother building a wall, and brick by brick, they were laying the slab down to build this wall in their backyard. And it was like after a while, they just focused in on each brick versus the whole wall that needed to be done. They just focused in on making each brick solid, building a solid foundation. And that's what I want you to do in your relationships, right? In your situationships, in your dating ships, in your courtships, in you getting to know men. I want you to build it brick by brick. Don't look at the whole wall. Don't look at, oh, is this my husband? Are we getting married tomorrow? All this extra stuff that make us really stressed out. Instead, I want you to look at this brick by brick. Do I like his company? Do I like who he spends time with? Do I like his mindset? Do I like him? Right? Sometimes we skip these things and just get excited that somebody is consistent in our life or paying us some attention or a warm body, that we end up in these situationships where we are not happy. So I invite each and every single one of you to start to think of, do I like him? Do I like his company? Do I like the sound of his voice? Listen to me. This is a big thing, right? So I want you to start to think about those things and then say to yourself, okay, well, then maybe, just maybe, this may be a person for me. Maybe, just maybe, this may be a person for me. Wow, look at the accuracy of this video that just switched up. I tell you, man, sometimes my camera works, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like I need to restart the live just because now I'm looking proper. Now I'm on and popping. Now I'm on and popping. Welcome, guys, to our live where we're talking about, will he love me back? Oh, I said dinner with Coach Cass. Let me get my dinner. Let me tell you how much I love my husband, right? So I was complaining earlier because I was hangry, and we have this box that comes, and it comes with all the things in the recipe. You just have to make it, and he made it, right? This is barramundi. I didn't even know barramundi was a type of fish. I didn't know that, right? Look, barramundi and sliced potatoes. Mm-hmm. What was this? Green beans. Y'all, I'm grateful. I prayed. I prayed for this man. I prayed for him, and I'm grateful. Okay. I just got a new tooth today. Yeah. Brand new dental implant. Got to be careful. Make sure my tooth don't fall out while I'm on camera. All right. So welcome. Pretty much where we began was one, register for the Success and Love Summit, our #1 virtual event for busy professional women who desire real love. Two, I posted a question to our free Facebook group, Successful Single Women. You know, like what is your fear, your real fear when it comes to love? And many of the women said, will he love me back? And my answer to that is one, we want to build this thing brick by brick. We get into this fear state of will he love me back because we end up falling for or falling in love with men we do not know. You fall in love with the idea of what this man should be or who this man you've dreamt of, or mixing in a romantic comedy when this is not the person sitting in front of you other than him being a warm body with a smile. Okay. He called you every week. You went on a couple of dates, but it really wasn't more than that. So I invite you to start to think about, what is it that you want in your life outside of the bag, outside of all of the financial goals, outside of the team building, outside of your travel plans, which we're going to Costa Rica next year with the Wanted Woman Escape, right? So when we start to look at what do we really, really want, if you want a romantic partnership, a romantic relationship where you guys can both come together and see eye to eye and celebrate and cook and do for each other in this thing called life, we got to build this thing brick by brick. So recently, Will Smith in his book told a story about how his father had him and his brother build an entire wall in their backyard. And at first, they were easily frustrated because they just thinking about, oh my gosh, it's going to take all summer to build this wall. I don't think I could do this. Oh my gosh, this is just too much. But instead of doing that, their dad focused in on just do each brick to the best of your ability, right? each date to the best of your ability, each conversation to the best of your ability, every connection to the best of your ability, and you can see what will build, right? Then you take a step back and say, damn, look at this wall. Damn, look at this amazing relationship because I built a strong foundation. The issue is that we out here building on sand and wondering why every time it rains, every time there's a storm, every time there's an argument, our situationships, because that's what they are, just wash right away. Dang, another one. There goes another one, right? DJ Khaled in the house, right? So we keep washing away our relationships because we're not building them on strong foundation. So brick by brick, you got to have a vision for what it is that so they had a vision about this wall. So what is your vision for your relationship? What do you want? What I need from you is understanding. What? So what I need from you is understanding. But what does that mean, y'all? My wanted women, what does that mean? How do you tell them that? I was saying earlier that I was talking to a client that, she's been dating this guy, but he's still not really giving her what she needs, which is the consistency piece. Listen, when you do life with someone, you're going to see them every day. So if he has a strong fear of commitment and can't call or can't connect daily, and in your heart of hearts, you're not happy, this still may not be it. And I know that's tough because you're like, oh, but it's somebody who likes me and I like them. And when we get together, we have a good time. That sounds like a friend. That does not sound like your husband, right? So we need to start having these real conversations. If it's been 3 months, that probationary period is up, girlfriend. We got to talk about this. And if there's no real change, then the change may be, I got to go. Very nice knowing you. All the best. Too often do we settle down with someone that never asked for us to settle. How many of y'all know somebody in a settling situation? Put a yes in the chat. Put a yes in the chat, no matter where you're watching, right? So I want you to start to think about and say, I don't want to settle. Put I don't want to settle in the chat so I know that you're paying attention, right? In the chat right now, put I don't want to settle, right? So I don't want you to settle either. So how do we do this thing? I want you to start to think about the vision and then laying those bricks. And then when you step back and look at your relationship, you can say, you know what? The love has been cemented into the foundation versus just icing on top. Right, Shonda? That's it. Versus icing on top. We don't want just icing on top. We want it in the midst of the cake that we're mixing, right? We are mixing this cake. We want that love to be in there, baked in with love. And then the extra icing is just the extra icing. But don't forget the love in the middle. Okay? So that's just something very simple I wanted to share with you while I eat my dinner. Okay? If you're already attending the summit, I say thank you. Ashe, I will see you on Saturday. Make sure to share this with your girlfriends, successinlovesummit.com. All right? We're going to have a good time. It's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, April 23rd. And this event is specifically for busy professional women who desire real love. So if you've been wondering to yourself, you know what? I look good, Coach Cass. Like, why is this love stuff not working for me? You need to come on so we can have that conversation. And in this event, I'm also having my husband share from a male perspective some insight, that sometimes we don't always get to hear because oftentimes it's just men trying to, get in our pants. Well, I assure you this man is not trying to get in your pants, maybe mine, but not yours, right? So he'll be able to share also from a male perspective. It's a good time overall, okay? What has happened since people have attended this event? Yes, women have gotten married since attending this event. Yes, women have broken up with people who had no business being a man as a result of this event. And women have gained clarity in and of themselves because they took a day for them. You deserve this time. Say, I deserve it. Put it in the chat. I deserve it. Join us for the challenge. Not for the challenge, for the summit, okay? So I'll drop the website here, successinlovesummit.com. So go ahead, click the link, grab your tickets, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye, family. Much love.